What's going on YouTube? This is Christian and I'm doing a deck profile on the Inzektors. Now, a lot of people are wondering how come Inzektors have not won a YCS in America. They have top two and all other stuff. I have not won. Um, Probably because of the inconsistencies of certain decks, and a lot of people run certain techs, and I mean you've seen a lot of different Inzektor decks that topped, but they all run different builds. Um, and my build is different from other builds. I don't run the safe zones I heavily break. I understand the safe zones. You use it for stall power, also so you can draw into what it needs. Because the deck draws horrible sometimes, especially if you're top decking. Sometimes it's horrible. Sometimes it's great. Just drag by. I mean, top deck. Either a dragonfly or something, and then just go off. But draw power does suck in Inzektors, and I understand. So I've added a certain card I think that will increase the draw power of the deck. I do not run dualities, and I do not run a Lord of Darkness. Now, reasons for that is Lord of Darkness. Say if you have like a tour guide or a horn in your hand, and you play it and you don't draw another dark monster, now you have to remove one or the other, and it kind of sucks to do that, which will cause more of a problem than to help it. I understand you probably couldn't summon tour guide, Sangan, Levier, get Hornet back, but it's just not as good as what I'm going to show you. Duality, of course, inconsistency is you play it, you grab a card, but now you can't special summon, so you have to defend for a turn, which sucks because not one single monster in this deck by itself can defend very well. I mean, his defense to 1800, but then what But let's go over a couple cards. I'm not gonna explain big cards. You know what they do. 3 dragonflies. I'm just gonna explain more of the tech cards I run. 3 centipedes. 3 hornets. 3 tour guides. Saying gonna go with the tour guide. People don't run tour guides, they like to run hoppers and stuff like that. The reason I say tour guide is better than hoppers is because tour guide brings out the Sangan. Sangan gets popped for any reason, then you search what you need. That's why that whole thing is great. 3 effect veilers. If you don't run them in this format, you lose. I mean, this format is very monster effect heavy, and that's why that is for. Okay, 1 Giga Mantis, 1 Ladybug. The reason for 1 is because you're either gonna mill it. You're not gonna. I'm sorry. You're gonna search it with Centipede for free. I'm gonna show you how to do that. Okay. Same thing with Hornet. You're gonna search Centipede, and you're gonna search. You're gonna search Hornet for free, or Dragonfly, whatever you want for free. With this card I run, I think it's just better because it's either gonna be E-Telly for you or a Rota, and I'm gonna show you what it is and why it does that. 2 troopers. It just gets you 4 card TPST a deck. Like I said, it has drawing inconsistencies, and that's why a lot of people lose with Inzektors, because you can't draw what you need, and it's only 1 Herb Dark combo that it runs off of, but it pluses you so much. That's why the deck is good. 1 BLS, Staples, Monster, Dark Hole, Heavy, Book of Moon, Foolish, 4 Inzektors. A lot of people don't like to run Foolish either. I think it's very good. You just Foolish whatever you need and then go off. If you have Call of Hunt set, just Foolish Dragonfly, bring it back and then go off if you have it. Hornet or Ladybug in hand. 3 MSTs. Now, 1 sword. The only reason for 1 sword is because I only use it for beatdown. Okay. A lot of people like to use it just to equip the card, pop up a Hornet, and go off again. I understand that. But no, you do not need to do that all the time with this deck, because you'll search out your Hornet, you'll search what you need, and you'll go off a lot quicker. This card is slow. When you draw this card, it's just like, oh crap. You're top decking, you draw the sword, and you're just like, what the. I don't see how people could run 3 this card. Yes, you can equip it to Centipede and have a beat stick, but what if your hand is Hornet and Ladybug or something? You have this card is dead, You will not equip it to the sky and try to beat people down with it. It does nothing. So 1, it still could go into your Sword Dragonfly combo. It still does it. You only need 1. You don't need 2. Okay. Now this is why the deck is a lot faster than running with dualities and Allure of Darkness. Okay. Harder Clear Water. If the monster is equipped to its 1300 attack points or higher, it destroys itself. So you equip it to Centipede, it destroys itself. You search for free. and then you add the base centipede's effect to whatever you search. So, okay, centipede comes out, boom, you equipped it, destroy yourself, search hornet, effect, equip hornet, pop something, search dragonfly, and then just prepare for next turn. I almost want to run 3. Like, this card is just so good in this deck. This was speed. This speeds Inzektor up a lot faster. Okay. It also has a little bit of stall power because the card is equipped to won't be destroyed by certain cards that targets and stuff like that. Like say if I put it on Dragonfly and now you can't destroy it by battle and stuff like that, or certain master trap card effects. It's just really good in this deck. So if I equip to Dragonfly and say effect, equip Hornet, this pops itself, you special summon Centipede, and then you pop something on Hornet, special summon another Centipede, you just go off. This card is a lot better than Sword. Sword has to be destroyed or sent to the graveyard for it to go off, and you have to basically send it yourself by wasting your Hornet pop. So I can still go off with these. Makes it a lot better, okay? It makes the deck a lot quicker. Now to the traps. 2 Call Hunters, not 3. I understand why people run 3, but drawing this card too much. It's still a trap card. It's still slow, slower than Magic cards. Yes, you will be able to, get Dragonfly back, go off for free, but you only need 2. How many duels will you ever use 3 Call Hunters back to back to back? Never, okay? You just don't need 3 calls, ever. So that's why I only run 2. Plus, if you do use call and go off, you're basically going to win because, you're setting up things. If they stop call, perfect, because you're only going to use that because you got another Dragonfly in your hand. So, I mean, you don't need 3. But I do understand why 3 is good. But you don't need it. 2 Torrentials. Silent Brigade, Warnings, and the Judgment. Now, my 2 personal preferences, like I said, monster effects are heavy right now in this format, and monsters period is swarming and beating down, and a lot of decks do that. Heretics right now are going to be huge this next format, so I say get all the heretic cards now if you can, all the exceeds, all the cards for it right now, because next format they will be tier 1 spanking on people, okay, period. So 1 Fiendish, 1 Mirror Force. A lot of people don't like Mirror Force this format. I don't see why not. The way people swarm and then just beat. It's just 1 card defense monster. One card stopper. It destroys all your opponent's stuff. You still go off next turn. It's Mirror Force. Fiendish Chain, just 1, not 2, due to the fact that you want to stop certain effects and still stop attacks. I took out the other call for Fiendish. Just a little bit of help for when you need to stop your opponent from going off. Okay? And that's what that's for. Alright. Extra deck. Obviously, it's the Zen mains. I gotta read these cards. Well, I'm gonna let you read them. Utopia. This other Degen monster, Maestro, the Symphony Degen. Miser Rhythm, the String Degen. I don't know. The Tempo Degen dude. Number 17, number 30. Oh my god. Number 30 won me a game recently against the Zodia deck. Now, Zodia decks are tier 1 right now. They went 9-0. I forgot which YCS it was. They went 9-0. And then in day 2 they lost. But, because of single elimination. But this card puts in work against that deck. The key to beating that Zodia deck is stop most of their traps and you gotta go in and beat them down. Okay, you go into this guy and you pay the life points every single time. You do not detach. Okay, the reason you pay life points is because they run a trap card that says for every 2,000 or more you have in them, they draw an extra card. And plus they're playing upstart goblins. They're feeding your life points to help themselves. So definitely stop it. This helps out a lot. Gotta go into that guy. Monteris, Levier, Beetle, Amrion. I do go into it once in the blue. I'm a Ninja, Giga Brilliant, and Exa Stag. won a huge game for me one time. I went to him and took someone's JD, and then, you know, per game. All right. Side deck. 3 dimensional fissures. 2 messenger of peace. Reason for messenger of peace. It just stops a lot of decks from going off on you. I played this against 6 Sams. It stalled me for a while until I pulled into the Dragonfly and went for game. It's just a good card this format right now, especially against Rabbit. They go into those beaters and you just say, hey, hold on, you're not doing nothing now. You gotta wait. You can't do nothing unless you destroy it, and then all your set stuff still go off. 2 trap stones. Now I chose 2 trap stones over what's the other one called? Royal Decrees, because MC is huge this format. Obviously you run 3 MSTs, and they can get destroyed, in which this one you just chain it and go off. Now another reason I beat the Exodia deck too, because I'm telling you, I played the kid who played it last week. He 2-0'd me, and that was the game. This week I beat him because I set trap stun, and of course he's doing the chain thing, you know. Oh, chain MST, you got a result. I mean, you have what's called a response. I go no, he chains all of his traps, and then I go chain, and then that resolves without effect. So I mean, just trap stones is a lot better than Royal Decree in this deck. Let's see what else. 2 Spirit Reaper. Only 2 DD Crow, not 3. Inzektor matchups, I'm not too worried about Inzektor matchups. I used to run Wiseman Chalice in my side deck for Inzektor matchups. That card is perfect, but I took it out for something else. I'm going to show you what it is and why I think this card is better. And that is Armor Blast. Now, when you're playing Gravekeepers or decks that like to play continuous cards against you, like Skill Drain, Shadow Imprisoning, Field cards, they're always going to have more than one face-up card in the field. And that's where this comes in. You summon your Inzektor, you affect, they Veiler it, or play whatever they had to play to stop you. You go, okay, boom, destroy too much stuff. And this card is just, like, is really, really, really good. I just think people should just give it a try, look at it. Highly recommend it. And only 2 maxis for windups, because I'm running, I'm still citing the 3 Veilers, the maxis, the DD Crow, stuff like that, so I can hit that hunter and stop a lot of stuff. But this is my build. Like I said, the Heart of Clear Waters actually speeds the deck up. I might 1-3, gotta find space, but it really does speed the deck up a hell of a lot faster. It's like a rotor or an E-Telly. Just gets a monster out or searches what you need and just go off. So let me know what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe.